let's get to work creating the Myro player character controller. The first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and get a dragon prefab so that we can actually be a dragon. The way we're going to do that is we are going to go to the asset store. We'll start by going to 3D, characters, and selecting that option. We're going to be cheapskates and hit free assets. Because we are definitely looking for dragons, look, it looks like the one we want is right here. But if you happen to be searching around, you could, once you're at this point, search within this category and find the dragons. The one we're going to go for is Dragon for Boss Monster HP. If you give it a quick look, you'll see it's 4 evil dragons hand painted, and these are 4 pretty sufficient, well animated dragons. These will be good for our purposes. In fact, we're going to use the Terrorbringer. Even though he's super ugly, we'll look at him from behind, so it won't matter. Go ahead and add it to your account, and then click Open in Unity. When you click Open in Unity from the browser, your package manager will pop up right away. It looks like I had an error refreshing assets. Poor K. Alright, so let's go ahead and search for dragon. Let me... It appears I'm having an error. I restarted Unity, and now my package manager is working. I'm going to search for dragon. And as you can see, I have dragon for boss monster HP. I will download it and import this into my project. For the purpose of saving space, I'm going to uncheck all of the dragons that are not the Terrorbringer. I'll go ahead and hit none and just select the Terrorbringer objects specifically. For the prefab, I'm only going to bring in the Terrorbringer purple prefab. For the texture, only the purple HP. Well, you can bring in all of them if you want. We do not need any scenes. We have the textures. If you really want, you can bring in all of the prefabs. And that's going to be good. Our Terrorbringer is exactly what we want, so let's import. As you can see, we got a new folder called 4 Evil Dragons HP. And inside of it, we have our Terrorbringer options. And if I were to drag and drop my purple Terrorbringer into the world, I'm missing an avatar. We're missing the meshes. Did we not bring the meshes in? You have to be careful when bringing packages in to make sure that you've actually brought everything in. I need to make sure that I bring the Nightmare Mesh. No, Terrorbringer. Perfect. Import. All right, so here is our Terrorbringer object. As you can see, the mesh is messed up, so let's open the materials, open our Terrorbringer folder, and find the purple HP material. What's going on here is we're using the universal render pipeline, but this is using the standard shader. So go to your, select your purple HP material, go to the shader dropdown, and hit Universal render pipeline lit. Now we have the proper shader on this object. We want to find the texture for the Dragon Terrorbringer purple HP and assign it to Myro. Here we go. And I'm going to turn smoothness down because I don't like smoothness. Perfect. Beautiful 90s dragon. Don't you want to hug him? The last thing we want to do is create our actual Myro prefab. So I will press F to focus, and now I will create an empty object. I'm going to click and drag this purple object to be a child of the game object, and now reset the transform of purple. I'll take this game object and rename it Myro prefab, and I will set it to the ground. Right now the dragon is awfully large. I'll set him over at our starting position. So what we will do is reduce the size of the visual to 0.33 on every scale. And that's a much more Spyro-sized dragon. Very good. We have a dragon character for us. The reason that we are putting the visual prefab as a child of the actual prefab object is so that we can independently manipulate the transform of the primary object and the transform of the rendered mesh. This is good for certain kinds of animations and presentations to the player. Next, we're going to get this character animated.